Hello guys, talk to your midwife session. It's been long. Now I'm here to talk about a very critical condition and a very dangerous obstetric emergency that normally occurs, and people normally don't know how to handle it, especially when it happens at home. This is a condition called cord prolapse. Now, cord prolapse is when the cord of the baby, the unborn baby, that long umbilical cord, I know you all know it, when it comes out, maybe you rupture your membranes, you rupture your waters, maybe at home or wherever it is, even in the hospital, you rupture the waters, then that cord comes out before your baby is born, or before you even progress into a labor that you can deliver. Now, when this cord comes out before the baby, it is very dangerous, and it is dangerous because you can lose your baby, because at this point the baby is still in the uterus and the baby is using this cord to get oxygen from the mother to itself. Now when this cord comes out, it is there is always this is the opening, this is the cervix, this is where the baby will come out, and there is a head, or the presenting part is there. Then this cord slips away, so there is some pressure that can press this cord where the cord is coming out from. This head can press this cord, and when there is pressure on that cord, it means there is no blood or oxygen that will come from the mother to the baby. So you might, if you're not careful, you might end up losing this baby even before you deliver. So the first thing, in case you rupture your waters at home, then you feel that cord outside, first of all get someone who is around you, or you yourself, just feel whether that cord has some heartbeat. You know how the heart beats this way, so you can just hold that cord like this and feel whether you have some heartbeats there. If there is some heartbeats, it means your baby is still alive, your baby's heart is still beating. So what we advise mothers to do, there is this style that the Muslims use while praying in the mosque. There is this style that the Muslims kneel down, then you kneel down, then you like bow, and the head touches the floor. That is the style that we put our mothers in when they have ruptured, so that this tummy, when you're bending like this tummy will like fall forward, and then the presenting part that is down there, that pressure will not be there, so that cord at least will not be pressed by the head. So if you are in the house and that happens and you realize that, just go on the bed or on the couch and remain in that position. Get your phone, remain in that position, and be making your calls while you are in that position. If it is in the hospital, it is very much easier, because there we know what to do. We will put you in that condition, then there is a nurse who will come and try to press this cord back into your body. And then something I have forgotten, if you are in the house, get a very soft cotton piece of cloth. Maybe you can put some warm water, and then you can place it down there, which will be like pressing the cord, that umbilical cord, trying to like press it inside. Or maybe you can just leave it like that, cover yourself, then put yourself in the position I'm telling you, that position of the Muslims praying in the mosque. Then make some calls. That is a very critical emergency. If you have a number for a specific hospital, especially for the hospital that you have planned to go and deliver, or any other hospital which is nearby which has a theater, just call directly to that hospital. Maybe you can ask for an ambulance which can come for you, so that the ambulance can come with a nurse who will manage you, while who can take you from where you are to the ambulance safely without injuring that ambulance. umbilical cord. If you don't have an access to any hospital, you can call a taxi or whatever it is, whatever a taxi, a matatu, not a motorbike or a tuk-tuk, of course a vehicle. Then get some people, some neighbors, some friends who can lift you while you are in that same position. Do not sit down at any point. Do not stand, because the moment you sit down, you sit upright. The moment you stand, it means that the pressure, the baby is, you see the pressure, the baby has some pressure like going downwards, so it means the baby will continue pressing that cord, which is more dangerous. So at any point should you not sit down or stand upright. So get some people who will carry you in the same position that you are, get you into the car. Even when you are on your way to the hospital, make sure you are sleeping in that same position until you get to the hospital. Explain it to the health workers, what has happened, what you have felt, so that they can still lift you with the same position as they prepare for an emergency CS. Now let's go back to when the membranes have ruptured. If you're feeling that cord and the cord is too cold and there is totally no heartbeat, it means your baby is already dead, unfortunately. So if the baby is dead, there is no need of doing all those procedures. Unfortunately you have to get to the hospital, maybe get induced and deliver the baby. But if there is always a heartbeat, unless if it has happened some minutes ago, a long time ago, and it has already pressed that cord and the baby has already passed away. But mostly if the waters have ruptured immediately, that cord has always a heartbeat, the baby is always alive. So the sooner and the faster you put this mother to this position, we are saying the Muslim position that they use to pray, the faster you put it, is called knee chest position. Maybe you can Google and save it somewhere so that at least you can have a clue of what this position is. Knee chest. Knees means your knees, the normal knees, you kneel down, then the chest touches the floor or wherever you're lying on. Knee chest, knees and the chest. The knees are down, the chest is down. Knee chest position. So you can Google it and get some videos and some pictures of it. So the sooner and the faster we get a mother to the knee chest position, the faster we save the baby, the faster we will get a live baby. And still, the sooner we prepare for an emergency CS, the better for us to get a live baby. So when you are in the hospital and maybe your membranes have ruptured, and maybe you are alone in the room and you have felt something, maybe you are in the loo, then the waters have ruptured and you feel the cord, make sure you call your nurse immediately and rush to the couch and lie on that position as you call your nurse to come and attend to you. If the nurse was there and she or he is the one who was rupturing your waters and they find that, they will explain what they have found to you. They should explain that thing to you, explain how dangerous it is, and they will put you in that position as they prepare for an emergency CS. And it should be done as soon as possible, especially if the cord already has a heartbeat. But unfortunately, as I say, I have lost two babies out of cord prolapse, but the membranes ruptured in the house. One, the lady was waiting for the husband to come from work in the evening so that they can come to the hospital. Unfortunately, when they are reaching the hospital, there was no heartbeat. The baby was already dead. Then the second mother ruptured the waters in the house. Immediately they got a taxi. It was so immediate, by the way. They got a taxi, but the distance was quite far from where she was coming to the hospital. Unfortunately, she sat down on that cord, like she was sitting down on the taxi. So you can imagine the bumps on the road, and it was a Maram road, the bumps on the road, and you're sitting down, and as you're going through those bumps, the baby is pressing on that cord. So by the time they're getting to the hospital, there was no heartbeat. So kindly, if you notice such thing, it's an emergency, make sure you get medical attention as soon as possible. Go to a hospital which has a theater, specifically which has a theater, not just a hospital with a theater.